pama baga gaga mare tere ga sa la gid man pape parama baga mare ma ga te ga sa te kare ga sa la gid man.
हेलो एंड वेलकम टू आईसीसी चैंपियंस ट्रॉफी 2025 स्क्वाड प्रीव्यूज। आज के एपिसोड में हम प्रीव्यू करेंगे इंग्लैंड का स्क्वाड। अगर हम इंग्लैंड का स्क्वाड देखें तो इट हैज़ been not performing really well in white ball cricket as it was perhaps you could say 2 years ago or 3 years ago. They had a terrible 2023 ODI World Cup. उसमें उन्होंने लास्ट फिनिश किया था which was like very surprising especially आफ्टर द 2015 ऑनवर्ड्स, जो कि इंग्लैंड की वाइट बॉल रेवोल्यूशन हुई है, जिसमें उन्होंने अपना प्लेइंग स्टाइल और सब कुछ जो है वो कम्प्लीटली उसको रीवैम्प कर दिया और एक दे वर द वर्ल्ड लीडर्स बेसिकली इन टर्म्स ऑफ how to play modern ODI white ball cricket. But now I feel like they have fallen behind quite a bit. और अगर इसमें मैं ये भी देख रहा था कि in the last 13 ODIs they have got bowled out in all of those ODIs. They have not been able to win. अभी recently उनकी इंडिया के अगेंस्ट भी ODI सीरीज हो रही है, उसमें भी they have been comprehensively beaten in the both ODIs. So in terms of that, I feel like England की जो ODI side है, it has been struggling, especially like उनके अब नए वाइट बॉल कोच भी आ गए हैं, ब्रैंडन मैकलम. सो इट विल बी द फर्स्ट टूर्नामेंट जो कि इंग्लैंड विल बी प्लेइंग विद ब्रैंडन मैकलम एज देयर वाइट बॉल कोच. So it will be interesting to see what strategies they adopt. As far as England का squad है तो it's a very exciting squad in terms of players. They have the options that they have. It's not like it's not talented, but they have not been able to click in white ball cricket as they were doing some years ago. So of course unki batting is very exciting. They've got Ben Duckett, Phil Salt, there is Joe Root, Harry Brook, Josh Butler, Liam Livingstone, Jacob Bethel. Jacob Bethel is someone very exciting. He's just I think 19-20 years of age and people rate him very highly. Same for Harry Brook. He is also a very exciting player. So in terms of that, I feel like that England has a lot of very good white ball batters, but it's a case of whether they can come together or whether they can perform as a team. Because of late जो एक issue रहा है इंग्लैंड की white ball team के साथ के they have not been able to extend those long scores. They have not been able to post those mammoth totals that they used to post पहले. उसमें एक रीज़न ये है कि some people say that they are too extra aggressive. Like yes, you have to be aggressive in white ball cricket. That's how you play the modern game. But in ODI cricket, you have enough time that you can slow down for some overs. Because in ODI cricket, even if you go at 7 and over, you can still end up getting 350 runs in 50 overs. So ODI cricket is unlike T20 cricket. You have little more time at your hand, and that you can utilize to sort of go. इंग्लैंड के बारे में ये एक तासुर है कि वो अगर फिफ्थ गियर या सिक्स्थ गियर में जाते हैं तो उसके बाद वो उसको स्लो डाउन नहीं करते, वो उसी में जाते रहते हैं. वो फिफ्थ सिक्स्थ गियर के चक्कर में दे end up losing their wickets. एंड जैसे मैंने बताया कि इन द लास्ट 13 ODI innings there is not been a single innings जिसमें उनकी they have not gotten all out. Like उन सब innings में all out हुए हैं. तो it shows कि they just are pretty one dimensional when it comes to ODI cricket. ODI cricket में you have to be a little more calculated because उसमें आगे पास इतने overs होते हैं कि even if you bat for 7 runs an over or even if you bat at times कुछ part of the innings में आप 5 runs पे भी जाते हैं तो end में आप आखिरी 15 overs में भी अगर if you go at 8 and 9 runs an over or even 10 runs an over, you can end up getting very good scores. और especially जो 11 overs होते हैं 11 to 40, उनमें आपके पास ये advantage भी होता है कि outside the 30 yard circle सिर्फ 4 fielder होते हैं, तो there is always a boundary scoring option available to you. So in terms of that, I feel like England have been a little too aggressive for my liking in the past few years, and I hope I know with Brandon McCallum they're going to be extra aggressive because that's his style of coaching. Whether we have seen that with the Baz ball, they have applied in Test match cricket के जिसमें they go all guns blazing from ball one and continue to do that. And I think there won't be a change of that. But if they can be a little more calculated, or one of the players like Joe Root can be that mainstay of their batting around which other players can play, and he could be that anchor sort of person. So I think England can do well. As far as their bowling resources are concerned, तो bowling मुझे उनकी थोड़ी one dimensional लगती है. I know they've got very good bowling options in Jofra Archer, there is Saqib Mahmood, there is Brendan Cars, there is Gus Atkinson, like all very good bowlers, all have good potential. But the issue is that they're all one-dimensional, and especially in places like Pakistan, wickets are very batting friendly, और batting friendly wickets पे आपको थोड़ा कुछ आउट ऑफ द बॉक्स करना पड़ता है. जहाँ तक स्पिन बॉलिंग है तो स्पिन बॉलिंग मुझे दे हैव गॉट वेरी गुड ऑप्शन इन आदिल रशीद. ही इज़ अ वेरी गुड वाइड बॉल स्पिनर, perhaps one of the best wide ball spinners in the world. But the issue with spinning options is that they have very limited spinning options. Like apart from Adil Rashid, they've only got Liam Livingstone. Previously, they used to have Moeen Ali, who could add a bit more variety. I know Livingstone bowls leg spins and off spins, but in terms of that, I feel like जो उसके spin options हैं वो थोड़े one dimensional, and because all the pacers that they have are right arm pacers and all are pacers like who are good at hard lengths पे bowling करने के लिए. hard length bowling जो है is something that they are accustomed to. So in terms of that, I feel like they are perhaps missing someone who could be a swing bowler up front, or they could even utilize someone who could be a left arm option so that they could have a bit more variety in the bowling attack. They've got Mark Wood as well to in their squad. In terms of that, जो मैंने बात की कि उनका bowling attack one dimensional लगता है, because all right arm quicks hitting hard lengths, like अगर चार क्विक इस तरह के हों तो yes, there is that element of pace and bounce जो कि ट्रेबल कर सकता है बैटर्स को. बट एट टाइम्स ये भी होता है कि अगर आप एक दफ़ा पिक हो जाएं तो फिर it gets very one dimensional for batting, and it is easier for the batters to line up you and hit you for runs. So अगर एक दफ़ा आपकी bowling पे runs लगने लग जाएं तो फिर it is important कि आपके पास वैरायटी हो या आपके पास कुछ डिफरेंट हो करने के लिए. एंड दैट इज़ वन थिंग वेयर आई फील लाइक विच इंग्लैंड साइड डज नॉट कंसिस्ट इन दिस स्क्वाड, कि उनके पास वो जो वैरायटी है टू challenge different battings in different conditions वो थोड़ी missing, and especially they're playing two of the games in Lahore, one against Australia, one against Afghanistan. So that will be very interesting to see, especially because Lahore की, जैसे मैंने पहली एपिसोड में भी बताया, कि ऐसा सर्विस है जो कि स्पिन बॉलिंग कंडीशंस को फेवर करता है. सो अगर स्पिन बॉलिंग कंडीशंस किसी वो अच्छे स्पिनर्स के अगेंस्ट आते हैं, हमने देखा है अभी इंडिया वाली सीरीज़ में कि दे हैव स्ट्रगल अगेंस्ट स्पिन. जडेजा, अक्षर पटेल, Varun Chakravarti, they have troubled English batters. So Afghanistan could be a big question mark for England going in the Champions Trophy. And similarly, Australia can also trouble them, or Australia have been the upper hand in the recent rivalry that they have with England. So would like England do well at the tournament, but this England squad has a lot of question marks on it, on which they need to answer if they want to do well in this Champions Trophy. So this was from England's squad review. Hopefully आपको पसंद आया होगा. लाइक करें, शेयर करें, सब्सक्राइब करें, कमेंट करके ज़रूर बताएं ये एपिसोड आपको कैसी लगी. अगले एपिसोड तक के लिए इजाज़त. अल्लाह हाफिज़.